Yes.
All right.
We're glad that you are here today.
We are glad that you and you and you and you are all here today. Let's sing. I am glad you're here today, today, today. I'm glad you're here today with me in our church. There's Graham and Ross and I am glad you're here today with me in our church. There was a favorite asked today,
yes.
And it was asked that we sing He's Got the Whole World in His Hands again. So let's sing through. He's got the whole world in His hands. He's got the whole wide world in His hands. He's got the whole wide world in His hands. He's got the whole world in His hands. You know what I was thinking about?
What were you thinking
When we're
about?
singing about the world, I was thinking about the Blast Off song.
Ooh.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Like going to outer space kind of song?
Yes. Have you guys ever sung the Blast Off song?
That's a fun one. I like
All right, well, we got to count backwards from 10.
Oh, man. Can we do it?
10,
9,
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Blast off! Somewhere in outer space, God has prepared a place for those who trust Him and obey. Jesus will come again, and though we don't know when, the countdown's getting lower every day. 10 and 9, 8 and 7, 6 and 5 and 4. Call upon the Savior while you may. 3 and 2, coming through the clouds in bright array. The countdown's getting lower every day. All right, and we're talking about miracles some more, and I think this will be our last week with our song and our verse, and then next week we'll do some other songs and verses about Jesus' miracles.
Sounds
too.
like a good plan. Why don't we review, though, what our question is right now? Why did Jesus perform miracles?
Why did Jesus do miracles? What is it, Graham?
Because He wanted to show all the people that He was God.
God's Son, right? Yes, you got it. And we have our verse, Matthew 19:26b, that talks all about what Jesus can do. Should we say that together? Jesus said, with men, this is impossible, but with God, all things are possible. Yes.
All right, and let's sing our song.
I sing the mighty power of God.
I sing the mighty power of God that made the mountains rise, that spread the flowing seas abroad and built the lofty skies. I sing the wisdom that ordained the sun to rule the day. The moon shines full at His command, and all the stars obey. All right, let's take a look at all of our pictures from this last week. Here we are, Mrs. Shevy, once again, and let me guess, we've got some beautiful photos this week.
Actually, it's amazing artwork this week.
Ooh, amazing artwork.
Yes.
All right. Well, stick around, too. At the end of this, we're going to draw our winner
Yes, we are.
of the Nutty Escape.
We had quite a few people that did that this week.
Yes, very good. It was a good turnout. All right, well, let's take a look at our first pictures here by Colin, Carter, and Hannah from Janesville, Wisconsin.
Yes. Guys, these are some lovely pictures. I noticed on Hannah's, I love how she did the little tassels on the
detail
headdress there. Yes, very pretty colors.
Mm-hmm.
Carter used some nice shades of orange and a lot of yellow in his. And I like the stripes on Colin's blanket.
And Colin threw in a little smiley face, too.
Yes, very cute.
All right.
Nice job.
We got Philip and Curtis from Michigan, and they had some interesting differences here. Mrs. Shevy, you want to tell them what you just spotted?
Okay, so I noticed the difference between the mouths. On Philip's, they were colored in like they were lips, and on Curtis, they were left white like they were teeth.
Oh,
Very
so
nice.
yeah, right. Well, either or.
Yep.
Neither nor. All right. Moving on, we've got RJ or Junior.
I know that was the first time I've seen that written like that. Maybe in the last few weeks he started going by RJ.
I don't know. Haven't seen him.
I know. And
You've been locked in our house.
I know. And Brinley here from Janesville as well. Some lovely pictures. I think they did marker. And it was kind of like a mixture almost of different coloring.
Yes.
Tools,
well, and I noticed Junior's too. The face still has not gotten the color back into it from. Remember, this is Jairus' daughter, and she's being raised from the dead from last week.
Mm-hmm.
So very good. I like it.
Yep.
All right, moving on. We got Bobby, Bobby, and Marcy.
Yes, from Michigan.
Yes, and Bobby once again gave a haircut.
And say what else you noticed?
I noticed a little portrait over here on the wall. I'm wondering if that is a self-portrait of Bobby. Maybe a little Easter egg he threw in there.
Could be. I like how Marcy added the detail of like the eyelashes on her people's eyes.
Yeah.
I also liked how they both did green for the mothers.
Yeah, they might have been copying off each other a little bit, maybe.
Could be.
Yep.
Nice job.
All right, we got Ellie and Abby, and Abby, you are just stepping it up. Oh yes, this is Ellie and Abby from Janesville.
Yes, from here in Wisconsin.
And Abby, I am just seeing growth in your coloring from week to week. We noticed the sandal color down here, the alternating, very nice there. Really enjoy that.
Yes, and Ellie, I like how she did the alternating colors in the top of the mother's dress, as well as the different shades of tassels on the man's headdress.
And she chose to do lips instead of teeth.
She did, yes.
Over here, we've got Adley and Jaden from Janesville, Wisconsin.
Yes, lots of beautiful colors in both of these pictures. I like how Adley did the alternating diamond colors on her little girl's blanket there.
Yes.
And Jaden, lots of cool designs on the walls and the door frame.
Yep. Lots of color choices.
Yep, beautiful.
All right, and then we have, Ansel, Odin, Ingrid, Fritz, Klaus, Odin.
Adelaide. I think you got them all.
I think I got them all.
Did you say Ingrid?
I think I did.
All right, yeah, all right. All 6 of them.
Yep.
And these are from Michigan. They are really cool. I like how they used the color behind the black, and then they scratched in their names like that. That was a very neat way to sign their
I've
papers.
never seen that done before.
Yes, and lots of different types of blankets. Like everybody has a different color. I like this black and white blanket. That's kind of trendy, actually.
Yeah,
I like that.
Well, and then the flooring over here for I believe that's Adelaide's.
That's Adelaide's. Yeah.
Yep. And so well done, you all. Everyone did a good job.
The beautiful job, yes.
Yes,
nice job,
and once again, we'll have another coloring contest here this next week. So download the latest coloring picture and send it in by Thursday.
If you can, yes.
Yes, all right. But before we go, we still have to choose who is going to win.
Ooh, drum roll.
Oh boy, we have lots of people on our wheel. We're gonna spin to see who wins, and we'll get a special junior church package in the mail. Oh boy! All right, here we go.
Okay.
And the winner goes to Ellie and Abigail from Wisconsin. Well done. All right.
Guys will have to be waiting and checking your mailbox this next week because we'll be sending something to you. And thanks to everybody else for participating.
All right. And for everybody else, let's go to a magic trick. Ladies and gentlemen, I am the great Shavini. Today, I have my lovely assistant, and we are going to show you a coin. special coin. Have you ever seen a coin like this?
That's cool that it looks like a lion's
This
tail.
is a Mexican coin right here. Okay. And this coin right here is what they call a $50.
I know it's 50 cents.
That's half of $1. All right, I am going to give you, can you hold out your hand nice and tight? I'm going to give you the Mexican coin and the $50, and I'm going to have you hold it real tight in your hands. Can you hold it real tight in your hands? Clasp it there. Hold it real tight. You got it there. All right, hold it right there. Okay, now I have another coin. This one is called
A dime.
Quarter. It's a quarter. All right. Now I am going to take it and I'm going to just put it right in here. Okay, now are you holding?
Yeah, I am.
You are.
Yeah, I can feel
All
it
right.
on my hand.
Okay. All right. All right, now, you ready?
Yeah.
I want you to open up your hand. What's in your hand? Show them.
I have
The $50
the $50 and the...
and the quarter.
Then what's in here? What's in here?
What's in here?
Nothing. Where'd the Mexican coin go?
Disappear. Well, in today's lesson, we're going to hear about some coins, and you'll never guess where you find it.
Well, that was an interesting trick the great Shavini was able to do with that money. Today's story is going to be about money as well. We're going to be talking about taxes. Have you ever heard of your parents talking about taxes, or maybe some other adult? Sometimes people have a hard time coming up with money to pay their taxes. Did you know that Jesus also paid taxes? In this story, Jesus didn't have the tax money with him, but God provided it in a very special way. All the Jewish men who were 20 years old or older had to pay this tax. They paid this so that the temple in Jerusalem could be taken care of. In the month of March, toll booths were set up in each town and village for the men to come and pay their taxes. Each man had to pay 1/2 shekel. When Jesus and his disciples came to Capernaum, a Jewish tax collector, came to Peter and asked him, "Does your master, Jesus, pay his taxes?" They were trying to trick Peter, trying to get him to say something that would maybe seem like Jesus did wrong, but we know that Jesus never sinned. Peter said, yes, he does pay his taxes. But where was Peter going to find that tax money? Jesus was poor. Could God take care of his needs? Peter entered the house where Jesus was ministering. And before he could even say anything, Jesus began to ask Peter questions about the tax money. How did Jesus know that the publicans had been talking to Peter? Because Jesus knows everything. Well, Jesus shouldn't have been required to pay this tax, but he didn't refuse. No, instead, he said, I'm going to pay this because I don't want to offend anyone. Jesus told Peter right where he could find some money. He told Peter to go to the sea and cast his net, or cast a hook. Peter knew all about fishing. He was a fisherman by trade, but this was a strange way to find tax money. Jesus told Peter to take the first fish that he caught. Peter was supposed to open the fish's mouth, and Jesus said that Peter would find a piece of money in that fish. Peter was supposed to use that money he found to pay the tax for Jesus and for himself. How do you think Jesus knew that Peter would find money in the mouth of a fish? Well, fish are often attracted to shiny objects. Fish do like shiny things. It could be that the fish had found a dropped coin and tried to eat it. Or it could be that God put the coin in that fish's mouth. Either way, God directed that special fish to Peter's hook. Can you imagine how surprised Peter must have been to find the money, just as Jesus said he would? God supplied the tax money. Can you think of any other stories in the Bible that we've talked about where God provided for someone's needs? I was going through some of the stories we've gone over in the last few months, and there were a couple that came to my mind. Do you remember when the children of Israel were wandering around in the wilderness? Can you think of some of the things God provided for them? Some things were manna and quail. He provided for their food so they wouldn't be hungry. Another one that came to mind was the widow and her son. She only had enough flour and oil to last her for one more day. But she did exactly what was asked of her, and God filled her barrel with flour and kept oil flowing from her container for as long as she lived. Did you know also that when the children of Israel were wandering around in the wilderness, God tells us that their clothes and their shoes never wore out? God can help you too. Do you need God to help you with something? It doesn't matter what your need is, God will provide. Why not ask him for his help today? Maybe you need help to finish this school year strong. Maybe you need money for something. Philippians 4:19 says, "My God shall supply all your need according to his riches in glory by Christ Jesus."
Thank you, Mrs. Shevy, for that story once again. And let's sing, I have the joy, 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 joy.
Are you happy?
Down in my heart here to close. I have the joy, 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 joy down in my heart. Where? Down in my heart. Where? Down in my heart. I have the joy, 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 joy down in my heart. Where? Down in my heart to stay. And I'm so happy, so very happy. I have the love of Jesus in my heart, down in my heart. And I'm so happy, so very happy. I have the love of Jesus in my heart. All right, and we're also saying, let's sing obedience here. Because we need to obey God, and we need to obey
Our mom and our dads.
Mom and our dads, yes.
Grandma, grandpas, people that are in charge of us.
Yeah, and so let's sing through that.
Obedience is the very best way to show that you believe. Doing exactly what the Lord commands and doing it happily. Action is the key, do it immediately, and joy you will receive. Obedience is the very best way to show that you believe. Let's spell it O-B-E-D-I-E-N-C-E. Obedience is the very best way to show that you believe.
It's time for questions, and we've got some ones that are going to stump you, I'm sure. Let's check them out.
Jesus had 12 disciples, but in our story today, we only talked about one of them that was with him at this time. Can you remember which disciple was with Jesus in our story today? Did you say Peter? You got it right.
Oh, my question is why did Jesus and Peter need money in today's story? If you said to pay for a cab driver, you're wrong! It's to pay taxes.
Where did Peter find the money? In the fish's mouth.
Bye, boys and girls.
Bye.
Thank you so much for joining us for another episode of Junior Church. We were glad that you were here today.
Next week's episode 10.
Yes, please be sure to continue coloring those pictures and emailing them to me. We love seeing those and we like getting them.